What's up, guys? Welcome to another one. Hustle to Fly is a YouTube channel. Be sure to like it, subscribe, comment at the end of the video if you got something to say. Business, not for everybody. Owning your own business is not for quitters. You have to be consistent. You have to keep pushing. When you feel like everything's stacking up on you, you gotta weather the storm and keep pushing, because it will clear. It will get back to normal. It will get back to smooth sailing. There's gonna be rough patches. That's just it. People that don't succeed in life at anything really are the ones that quit when times get tough. The people who succeed are the ones who weather the storm. They keep pushing. They don't quit. It haunts them almost when something's happening. Say you own your own small business, okay? And say a piece of your machining just wasn't working right, and it's been a couple weeks. Well, hey, welcome to a true story, okay? So my truck mount, my carpet cleaning business, by the way, I have a Green Model Carpet Cleaning YouTube channel. Check that out if you're thinking about starting a business, getting into the carpet cleaning industry. Anyway, so I have a truck mount, and the last couple weeks I've had nothing but trouble with this truck mount. I took it back and forth to the shop. They think they got it figured out. I bring it back home. Next day I go to run it, and it's not fixed, or even something else. Okay, so it's been that the last couple weeks, and that was very stressful, right? I got a guy working with me, and he's stressed out too, because we'd be in the middle of a job, something would happen to the machine, I'd have to get in there and start working on it, and luckily we got through the jobs, except we did have to pull off one job and cancel a job the other day. So yeah, I was stressed out. I was thinking, oh man, I'm just gonna go buy a brand new truck mount. I'm tired of dealing with this. I was never gonna quit though, guys. A lot of people would just say it's just too much pressure, too much stress, and just sell it, call it quits, go get a job for somebody, working for somebody else. Okay, surprisingly, if you're watching this, you're an entrepreneur, you probably started your own business or just getting ready to start your own business, all right? So you just have that mentality already, okay? The thing is just sticking with it, okay? Don't quit, because where there's a down, there's always an up. It's just like the law of gravity. If you stick with it, things will turn around for you. So, the power of your subconscious mind. Okay, we're gonna get deep here, guys. You ready to get deep? Let's get deep here. I'm gonna tell you some personal stuff about me, a couple situations that subconscious mind really helped me out, saved me a lot of pain, agony, and money. So with this situation, I took my truck mount back and forth to the mechanic. By the way, it was about an hour drive, so 2-hour drive round trip. Trying to go down there a couple times a week while trying to do carpets wasn't easy. And we just couldn't figure it out. It was spitting out a bunch of debris on my wand, clogging up my jets. My truck mount was overheating. Couldn't figure it out. Okay, so there is a book. Well, there's plenty of books out there, but years and years ago, I read this book, and I forget the name of the book, but it was for inventors, because I've always been the inventor type of mind. I wanted to invent something and make money off of it. Well, I got off that way of thinking, because that's kind of a get-rich-quick type of thinking. All right, most inventors stumble upon a good invention. Okay, and there's some famous inventors that's what their whole career is inventing. So when famous inventors invent things, right, they have the idea of what they want to do, but they get stuck. They get stuck. So a really good technique for fixing that problem is letting your subconscious figure it out. A lot of times your subconscious figured it out already. So here's a technique you can do. So before you go to sleep at night, okay, think about your problem. All right, think about, just think about the problem. Try to figure it out in your head. How you can deal with the problem, no matter what it is in life. Okay, whether it's a technical or health. Okay, or whatever it is. Think about that. About 15 minutes, whatever. And then take your mind off of it. Watch TV or something, or read a book. Okay. For a little bit, and then go to sleep. Put a paper and a pen next to your bed, okay? Because a lot of people, they forget their dreams pretty quickly. Some can retain it for a long time. I'm usually the type of person that forgets it really quickly. So if you wake up in the morning or in the middle of the night, you dreamt about something, write down your dream. Make sure you remember that dream. Now the next day comes around, now think about your problem and think about your dream and see how that can coincide, see if that kind of relates to each other. See if that dream is actually solving your problem for you. You'll be surprised. Many inventors use that technique and used it for many, many, many hundreds of years, okay? We're talking about the famous ones, okay? So I did that the other night. Actually, I did that last night, as a matter of fact. I was stressed out, I'm going to resort to VLM, always. VLM's great, right? But I had some tile job. I had some things that lined up where I wanted to use the truck mount. So last night, I think about it before I go to bed. Well, in the middle of the night, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and all I could think about is getting my truck mount working. I couldn't fall asleep. So I picked up my phone, started skimming through, watching other things. I went to sleep. Well, I woke up this morning thinking about my blower filter. Just check my blower filter. It's nothing that I even really thought of, okay? So I get up this morning and I go to my truck mount, pull up the lid, pull that out. Doesn't look too bad visually. I go to the backyard and I fill it up, it's hollow, right? And it holds water like a cup. That means my machine was starving, okay? It wasn't getting, it was sucking. It was working way too hard. My blower was overheating, which was causing my engine to overheat, which was causing all this stuff to come off my heat exchanger, go to my wand, plug up my wand, and all it was a filter. Now, not even my mechanic, the truck mount mechanic, figured it out. I figured it out, my subconscious figured it out. I listened to it, and I went and did it. Okay? That's the way it works. Nothing magical about it. You just gotta listen to yourself sometimes. Another little backstory. Long time ago, about 4 years ago, for about 1.5 years, I dealt with eczema. It started off on my hands, okay, and then it went on my arms, then it went all down my legs. This is gradually through a year, just worse and worse and worse. It got to a point that it was in my ears, outside of my ears, like scabs, my eyelids, to where I didn't even want to go out in public no more. I went back and forth to the dermatologist. They're giving me medication, they give me all these topical creams, nothing's working. Okay, it got so bad to where it was on my face. I knew when it was on my face, it was just, that was it. So I called the dermatologist up and I said, you know what, I read that there's some kind of drug that you can take once a month, a couple shots that you can take once a month that can help fight this. And eliminate it, for a month, and then you'd have to do it every month. So I made the appointment for 2 weeks ahead of time, okay? So I had to appointment booked. So that evening, I'm in the mirror in the bathroom, just took a shower stuff. In the mirror, and I'm looking at my, and just like, man, what's causing this? Because I cut out food. I did all this stuff. I cut out the food, thinking I'm allergic to food. You name it, soaps. Went through the whole thing. Granted, almost a year and a half of dealing with this. Just gradually getting worse and worse and worse. So I go to bed. I wake up in the morning and I realize I had a dream that all I can think of is my headphones were bugging me. So I'm in my dream, I'm kind of going, just like, man, headphones are bugging me. So I woke up thinking, man, what a weird dream. So later that day, I'm thinking about my dream, and I thought about headphones, and I realized, you know what? I wear my Bluetooth headphones. I had a pair of Bluetooth headphones. Okay, and at that time I was a machinist. So about 7 hours a day, I'd have these Bluetooth headphones in my ears, and I'd be watching, listening to YouTube videos, watching carpet cleaning videos, listening to books, ebooks and stuff like that. It was a boring job, Machines would be running for 15 minutes, sometimes an hour. So I was learning. So I decided, you know what, let me take these Bluetooth earphones out for a couple of days and see what happens. So I took them off. Next day, I didn't feel any irritation anymore. Yeah. 2 days later, it seemed like it was clearing up. 3 days later, a week later, it was halfway gone all over my body. 2 weeks later, dissipated. No more. So my subconscious was telling me my headphones, and who would have ever thought of that? So I Googled it. Yes, EMF radiation will do a lot of bad things to you. Rewire your DNA, all kinds of stuff. It's radiation. So radiation poison. You ever seen like movies on that? People get rashes all over their body, and Anyway, I was having heart palpitations. It was getting bad. So I took those off, eliminated it. So my subconscious solved it. I went to my doctor. I went ahead, followed up with my dermatologist, and I told, well, I'm not there for that because I figured it out. As you can tell, it's all gone. But I do have this mark right here, and it's a little. You can see it's kind of light right there. That just started appearing. In the last. So yeah, it was all scabbed up. Well, there was a topical skin cancer starting to grow there. It wasn't the deadly type. He caught it, burnt it off and stuff like that. And ever since then, I've been good. I do not wear Bluetooth headphones. You won't get me to do that anymore, because I learned. So that is a powerful tool right there. That in those times in business, when you're trying to figure something out and you're feeling like giving up, listen to your subconscious mind and see if that can't solve the problem for you. If you just quit, then all that work will be for nothing. And that's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. The successful people keep pushing. They just keep pushing. It's almost like a disease. Especially, it's like the more you're a pusher, the more successful you are. Okay? I mean, almost like it's OCD. You're just going to be more successful because you're just not going to quit. And if that particular business model doesn't work out, you're not just going to just watch it. You're going to learn something, maybe take on a different business model that you want to try. But the number one thing to do, guys, is don't quit if you're starting something. Work at it. Don't give yourself too near of a goal. Give yourself a little bit of cushion, okay, to get to where you want to go. And take your steps. And when obstacles happen, whether it be a machine or maybe your health that makes you just want to quit everything because you think you're going to die, then just keep pushing. Anyway, Gardner's here. He's gonna figure out some problems here for me. My subconscious mind doesn't have time to hire somebody to figure out the sprinklers. But that's it, guys. So I hope you got something out of this, and it might be a little too deep for some of you, I don't know, but it's the truth. It's the absolute truth. And if it works for me, it can work for you. All right? So go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, comment, and we're going to see you in the next one, all right?